Hey guys, Sonic Hero here. Today, I'm going to be speaking about muscle memory. For those who don't know, muscle memory involves the brain sending information to the muscles which react to that signal. This happens in everyday life such as opening doors, brushing your teeth, or running. But how does muscle memory work? To find out, I'm going to show you 3 video games and how they relate to muscle memory. Even if people don't like the place where it has to be used. Kicking this lesson off, we have the one and only Sonic Generations. The way muscle memory is used here is relatively basic, so that gives us more time to discuss muscle memory itself. So let's just dive right into Cities.
Now, muscle memory is essentially how we repeat movements over and over again. Now, when movements are being first learned, your muscles can act awkwardly and sluggishly. After some time of learning the movement, however, the muscle can act flawlessly. The main thing in which video games work with muscle memory is the skeletal muscles, which acts on your will. The muscles are controlled by the nervous system, which keeps them acting precisely. These muscles can also be seen and felt. They can either do a short twitch or a very long contraction. The cardiac muscles also help with their big features being endurance and consistency, which can help the muscle endure the movement and be consistent with them. It acts against your will, and it's only a twitch muscle. It is found in your heart, though, so I guess that helps. Hey, you can't play games if you don't have a heart. However, muscle memory is mainly controlled by the control center of all body parts. The nervous system, or as many of us call it, the brain, which can make over 1,000 nerve impulses in a second, allows us to think, feel, remember, and imagine. It is the one that tells your body what to do and when to do it. For the few who don't know how this relates, it's basically telling me what button to press and when to press it. That's not to say that either of these systems are invincible. No, sir. These body systems can be prone to diseases. The nervous system can get epilepsy, which can cause some serious seizures. For all those who are prone to seizures, pray that you don't run into hypersonic. If you don't want epilepsy, then here's a little piece of advice. Avoid blows to the head. But seriously, though, people are sometimes born with this. Sometimes it's genetic. Sometimes even video games can bring symptoms out. There is no cure, but there is medication that treats these symptoms. Of course, the brain is not the only part of the nervous system. What connects the brain to the body is the spinal cord. It's the cord in which nerves travel to get to their locations. Each nerve is made up of hundreds of little things called neurons. Neurons are the messengers that carry the messages in the forms of electrical signals. Impulses move from neuron to keep the body moving. Nerves can also divide to reach all parts of the body. The electrical signals release a chemical called acetylcholine. This chemical travels across space between the nerve and muscle. Once at its destination, it triggers a series of reactions. However, the muscles can also be prone to a disease called Parkinson's disease. This disease can come in multiple symptoms with multiple different causes. All tend to weaken the muscles. There is no specific known cause and no specific cure either. There are some treatments that can ease the symptoms of this disease to make life better for a period of time.
Moving on to our next game, we have Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 3. And what muscle memory are we talking about in this game? Very simple. The quick time events. So here we are in Ultimate Adventure mode. And we're going to play the boss battle to show the quick time events. Or one of them, actually. I am not doing the final boss for this thing. Too long now. Instead we will be doing the one everybody wants to see. Naruto versus Sasuke. This is perhaps the best boss fight in the entire series, so I can actually memorize the quick time events normally. Yeah, I would mostly end up pushing all the buttons at once, like Winter Games.
I always choose the legend option for this fight, mainly because I have every reason to. It's more challenging and it has the better of the flashbacks. For our first quick time event, no matter how much you talk about revenge, no matter how hard you try to leave us, our bond, the bond that took so much work to form, it isn't something you can sever that easily. For our first QuickTime event to showcase, we have the previous Rasengan vs. Chidori. It is nothing special in QuickTime event standards.
Moving on to our final quick time event, you can really see how quickly I am pressing the buttons. While you're at it, just watch the epicness unfold. And now for the final Rasengan versus Chidori. Not before exposition. And that's all the showcase for this game.